All righty. Hey, Giselle, how are you, hon?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Miss Dana, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. I was just
Yeah.
reading something. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, hey, hey, hey.
well, it's
Look, I
so good
ran
to
in
see
here
you.
and jumped in the floor. I was like, I'm gonna sit on the floor today.
Period.
I was in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen.
Oh, you was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, welcome everyone to Straight to the Point, OKC style. We thank you all for tuning in with us. Feel free to share and go and like our page if you haven't gone to like it yet. We greatly appreciate everybody that has supported us so far. Um, Real quick, I'm your host, Toy. We got Miss Dane up there in Tulsa, Miss Giselle out there in Houston. Glad to know that you ladies are having a great week so far. Let's see here. Y'all know I got to catch up with my stuff. I feel like every Wednesday I'm running more than the other days. I don't
Mm.
know. But oh man. Let me see. Okay. We got it here. Listen, I'm trying to try new stuff. I'm trying to figure out stuff. I'm gonna get it figured out though. Praise the Lord. I
What you
am gonna
playing
get
with?
this, the whole little StreamYard setup, girl. They got new ways now, they got new stuff, and I'm trying to, you know, gather it all together. What I'm really trying to find out is how to add you all. That way your page can just automatically pop up and people can just, I'm gonna get there though. Hey
What's
Glenjamin in the
happening?
building.
Mm-mm. I cleanse him.
Glenjamin in the building.
Mm. No, ma'am. No,
How
ma'am.
you feeling, sir? You doing all right today?
All right, indeed. It's been a good, busy day. I cannot
That's good.
complain.
All right. Hey, that's a good thing. I love it. Let me see here. Oh, just trying to get everything together, Glenn. You know me. I'm slow, old and slow.
We are good.
Child. And she double dutch.
I'm old and slow. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. But anywho, um, once again, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Y'all come on in, sit down, tune in, get your popcorn and drinks and stuff, whatever you do to fulfill your needs. You go ahead and grab that real quick. And we're going to go ahead and get things started over here. First things first, we are still sending up prayers for Florida. They are currently going through the storm of Hurricane Milton right now. So if you have any loved ones out there, friends, family, whatever, I heard that a lot of them tried to get out of there as much as they could. And that's a good thing. Unfortunately, there are some, like my brother and my nephew, who were not able to make it out of there. So we're praying for those that could not make it out of there. Send up the prayers for those people if you can. Um, I think that's all for me right now. We do want to continue to pray for the Taft family who lost their son. I believe the funeral was that this weekend? Lynn, do you know?
No, I'm not sure. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I want to say that they've already had the funeral. I'm not exactly sure, but we're still praying for that family, even the school that he attended. Death can really affect children more than we think it can. So we want to send up prayers for those babies as well. Um, Real quick, before we hop into our topics like we usually do, it is still Libra season. So if you got a birthday this season, this month, whatever you want to call it, go ahead and throw it in the chat for us so we can give you a shout out. But happy birthday to all the Libras that have celebrated their birthday already, and the rest of the season. All right. Um, Glenn, we got some events.
Yeah, do have the erotic poetry event this weekend, this Saturday, with my guy Artie Idea Flow. And that will be let me get this thing so I can make sure I say it right. I
Okay.
will be the headlining poet. It's actually the third annual. It's called Erotic Nights with Ari and Friends.
Okay.
This one particularly is called the threesome. Ooh, not just like
Nice.
So
I
that'll
like
be that'll be
that.
October 12th. It'll be in the Mustang Town Center at 7 p.m. And this year he's not even charging. He's just saying make a donation at the door.
That's
Uh,
dope.
and then also we have the Soul Food Festival coming up, which will be this Sunday here in Oklahoma
Absolutely.
City. Nacho
Okay.
Cheesecake will be a part of it. Actually,
Yay.
my Houston team is actually coming up to do it because I was
Okay.
busy, so they'll be up doing it. So those are two events to look out for. If you have never been to a erotic poetry event, I encourage you to go. It's super dope. It's gonna be a lot of talented people on the scene. I know
Mhm.
Proverbs will be there. One of the poets. He's from Cali, but Proverb. He's been here. He actually teaches here in Oklahoma now. Uh,
Okay.
Fantastic Bros. He will be one of the ones that he's a national award winning poet as well. So this is gonna be quite the show. So I'm excited.
Awesome. That's what's up. All right. Well, govern yourselves to the announcements on today. Praise the Lord. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. We done all been to church one time too. All right. So before we move forward with our topic, Dana, do you got something for us this evening?
I do. I got a good one.
Okay.
Now, I was actually kind of torn between two questions, but I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna make it light. I'll say the other one for the next time. All
Okay.
right. Would you rather be married to someone that looks good but thinks you're ugly, or married to someone that is ugly but adores you?
All
I don't
right,
know. The word ugly scares me a little bit.
I'll be now. Beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder.
It-
It's the people that I think are very facially challenged that folks think are just fine as hell.
Not
But
facially challenged.
but I would say I would rather have an ugly person adore me. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because as we grow old, so does our body. And sometimes the whole look stuff kind of starts to take a backseat. Now I do have to be physically attracted to you. That's just
right.
bottom line for me. But some stuff as we get older, we can overlook if they compensate in other areas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I got some friends who, I feel like they partner just, especially compared what I'm used to them dealing with. I'm like, this is kind of ugly, but they but
Your ass is
when
crazy.
I tell you they check all the other boxes and make this person,
Right.
they
Really.
actually got with this person and made this person a better version of themselves.
Right.
That makes
Right.
sense. So
Yeah,
I
it
love them
does.
to
It
death
does.
for that. So that as far as I'm concerned, they beautiful as all outdoors. But initially, I'm always honest with my friends, and I don't know
Hmm.
why they would ask us because it shouldn't matter what we think about how whoever they talk to look, as long as they happy, right? But they came to me and
Right.
said they was happy. They didn't even have to tell me how the person looked. I'm with it. But when they
Yeah.
was like, "What you think about this?" I got to be honest with you.
You
He said, I gotta be honest with you. Uh-huh. I feel you. Giselle, what do you think, honey?
I'm gonna be with somebody ugly. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I don't want nobody to think that they're prettier than me. I don't want to be with no man that think he prettier than me no damn way. So
Absolutely.
yeah, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that.
It's halfway understandable on the female side. They an ugly man, as long as he checking out them boxes. But
Yeah,
if a man thinking he prettier than his, see, yeah, that's a bad sign.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's
That's a
that's
real
that's
bad
that's
sign.
real bad. And he think I'm ugly.
Yeah.
So we ain't going nowhere. We ain't gonna be outside. Like
So we just be outside and doing that.
we will be the definition of Netflix and chill. Do you hear me?
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm
Exactly.
good. Yeah, me and my
Okay.
little ugly brother, we gonna ride on into the sunset. It's all
That's
good.
right.
Period. Period. I'm laughing now. Dana, did you say which one? You say you'd rather date ugly?
Yeah, I'm taking a little ugly local.
Look, amen. All
I'll
right.
take love that adores me because I fall in love with people on an intellectual level anyway. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I've dated some people now. I'm like, God, dang, if you didn't have a good personality, my God, today, but I've dated people that was not what I would normally date, but they treated me well and they had a bomb personality and we could conversate and
Yeah. Yeah.
and it grew on me over time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So give me a little ugly look. I'll take a little ugly.
Well,
Shut up, Tor. Don't you fucking do it.
the word ugly really scares me because, like Glenn said, I have to be attracted to you. If I'm not attracted to you, yeah, I think I'm gonna go opposite of y'all. I'm gonna go
I knew
opposite
it.
of y'all.
Fucking
Yeah, because
Mhm.
don't do it.
I can take care of myself. I can listen. I can spoil myself. I've been doing that for years anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really worried about that. But yeah, I can't rise if I'm not attracted to you.
I got you.
All right, praise the Lord.
How ugly is ugly? Like we talking about
Listen,
like the mask ugly? Or we talking about
Like seal. Like seal.
like seal ugly? Are we
Yeah,
talking
like
the mask
seal.
ugly?
Like
Uh,
seal.
yeah.
I'll take seal.
I
Little
could
ugly ass.
but
I'll
seal
take it.
that's comparable.
the
Like I could
singer seal?
Yeah.
Oh no.
he got travel marks on his face. Them is travel marks.
Oh no. Uh-uh. It's a no for me. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not attracted. We can't lay down or nothing together because I'm not attracted. Now, but y'all know I like my men undone. Let's look at meat. I like my men undone. I like them more on the lighter side. No
Ditto.
disrespect to the darker side. I
No,
appreciate y'all being fine too.
not at all. No, it's no. I've
But I
been
Mm.
like
smart
them.
guys
I,
too, but my preference is a lighter guy.
I wonder what
yeah,
side
I like them light
all
skin.
on in this here, light and dark.
Glenn, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. So let's just put that out, put that
Yeah.
thought
You
out
in
the
between. You
window.
ain't quite
There's
dark. You
nothing
got a
wrong
little,
with you.
you're a little sex from chocolate.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you, Glenn, at all. Absolutely nothing wrong with you.
A little sex from chocolate, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna have to go opposite of y'all. Praise the Lord. Listen, you guys that's tuning in, Miss Dana put it out there. Can you repeat it one more time for our audience, Miss Dana? That way,
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
guys choose to participate, please hit it in the comments for us.
Would you rather be married to someone that looks good but thinks you're ugly, or married to someone that is ugly but adores you?
Let us know what you think. All right. Well, here we go. We are going in for it today. We are talking about these bad kids. Okay. This is straight to the point. So we're gonna get straight to the point. I know there's gonna be a lot of teachers and principals and stuff, and please feel free because we really need to know how to handle this generational what are they, Z's? Z
Z?
Z. Are we
gener
on right now?
we on generation Z, I think.
Let me do a quick little
Yeah,
search.
go ahead but I think we on generation Z. If I stand correctly. Either way it go, whether they FDAJ, they out their damn minds. That's just the moral of the story. They are out of their damn minds nowadays. And the nerve of these people to take away belts.
It's
Man.
Gen entitled is what it
Yeah,
is. It's
The
Gen
Gen
Z
nerve.
entitled.
right now.
These new kids need a whooping. They need a whooping. They need our back in the day whoopings. That's what they need. But we know some of y'all gonna hop on. No, they need to put little Bobby in timeout.
Yeah.
Put little Bobby in timeout.
Yeah, time out from whooping that ass.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's get into the first video here. I got a video. I want y'all to come on here.
What? What's your problem? You! You're my problem! Why? Cause you're making me do all this stupid stuff that I don't want to do. What stupid stuff? Cleaning up my room, and then you're gonna pop me, and then taking your bag. Why was I gonna pop you? I'm not going to, but why did you need to be popped? What did you do? I took the things out of there and then I threw something. Threw it where? At my what? Your wall. Okay, so you deserve to be popped. And you see how you carry on and now you fine. All that freaking. I'm not fine, Mom. All that freaking throwing I'm not fine. All that. Don't talk to me. I'm just having a bad day. Because you gotta take a bath. Because you gotta take a bath. No, because of you. Because you had to clean your room. It's because of you. Because you had to take a bath and clean your room. No, it's because of you. Because you had to take a bath and clean your room. No, it's because of you. Don't talk to me.
Man, she better sleep with one eye open and one eye closed. That little nigga gonna kill her. Slit her goddamn throat. That's what he gonna do. Oh my goodness.
It's the hollering for me. I don't know why you got to holler in my house.
How
I
did he
don't
even
get
get
that.
that far? How did he even get? She let it get that. What are you reasoning with the child on the discipline that you chose? My God, today. Go
This
ahead,
is
Drew.
those new age parents that we're dealing with. This is the new age parents. But let's break it down real quick. And I got okay. Amari, listen, I'm gonna get back to your comment here in just a moment, okay? DG said, hell yeah, they do. And he's referring to me saying these new kid they need their ass whooped. That's what he's referring to. And then he also said, I would have effed him up. All right. And my inner soul DG agrees with you wholeheartedly. But let's back up for a second because the new age now acknowledges these children's feelings. Okay. I've noticed this from teaching in school the past 2 years that they're starting to acknowledge that these children have feelings compared to how we were acknowledged back in the day. Our parents didn't give a damn. What is you crying for? I'll give you a reason to cry. Is what we went through back in the day. Nowadays, they want you to really sit down, have the conversation with the child, find out what's going on, what's wrong, what's causing this bitch. Why are you having it? Like the young man said it. He said he's having a bad day. He's going through a tantrum for some reason. Okay. Whether it's because mom told him he need to take a bath, clean this up, clean that up, whatever. But do we think that there's more behind his tantrum?
No.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
No.
No. That nigga was mad because he couldn't get his way. So he thought hollering and hooping and snotting and farting was gonna help him, gonna help the situation. That's all it was. It was a typical tantrum, a regular ass tantrum. And it shouldn't have never got that far because it turned into disrespect. Who the hell are you yelling at, little boy?
But that's common behavior.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is common behavior that has been going on. This ain't no different from yesterday, the day before, last week, and last month. And the mother or parents have allowed this behavior, which is now set in a space of entitlement to where this child feels like they are equal on the same playing field as their parent and thinks that they can talk and express themselves however they want to.
Right.
Absolutely the heck not over
I
here.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, no, that is a learned behavior. Period.
And like Miss Pat said, the mother needs her ass whooped first. Do we agree with that?
Hell yeah, and I do it. Cause girl.
And does. Yeah, no,
My
absolutely.
boys are 23. I keep trying to make Cecil 24 already. 23 and 18. And ever since they were little, I remember not being heard, as a little kid, like, mama, no, this really ain't right. And they, want you to do this. And you're like, no. Anyway, I always told my kids, you can say anything to anybody. It's all about your delivery and how you say it. You don't have to be disrespectful. You can tell me anything. But if you mad, I suggest you go in your room, scream in a pillow, punch or whatever, and then come back and talk to me. Because I take huffing and puffing as disrespect.
Yeah.
And I'm a huff. But yeah, no, that little boy, it wouldn't have got that far. Because
Yeah.
who you yelling at in my house? No, sir,
And
no,
my
sir.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have hit him. I probably would have yoked him up. And I'm like, listen, we can use our inside voices. If that's the type of parenting that she was trying to do, we can use our inside voices. Sir, you're not yelling in my house. Sir, I'm your mama, and you're going to respect me.
Yeah.
For first and foremost, you're going to
Yeah.
respect me.
Yeah.
Okay? Now sit down and tell me how you feeling. You don't have to yell. There's a way she's sitting there. No, you need to calm that little boy down because it turned into disrespect. That turned into disrespect. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. But there is like I said, I let my boys tell me whatever the fuck they want to tell me. But remember that delivery. Remember the delivery. You can say anything to me. Just make sure it's done in decent and in order and with respect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This partly sounds like a father is not involved or not in the
At all.
home. Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, and I wanted to say that because I could barely hear. As you can see, I had some technical difficulties, so I kind of
You
fell
good?
off a little bit. Yeah, but I wanted to say it sounds like his father's not around, but even then, though, that's still no excuse. It's kind of like what you guys were saying. This is some behavior that seems like it's been modeled and it's been tolerated. So the
Mm-hmm.
line has been pushed, and with the toleration, my grandma always taught me that what you will allow will continue. So
Yeah.
people, especially with kids, if you don't set a boundary, they will go past that and they will push the limit. I think that's
Yeah.
just it's natural for a kid to do that
Right.
anyway. That so
Yeah.
you need to set boundaries and set that line so you know that no, you will not be talking to me or anyone like that for that fact. Even if you're upset, it's still a way to relay emotions in a way that it can be heard and it doesn't come off as disrespectful or rude.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
if you allow that to go now, this is how he will handle stuff in the future. He's gonna get mad. He's gonna feel like because I'm mad, I have the right to say and do what I want to do, and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
called modeling the behavior. Now, I try to practice this with my kids and stuff too. When they get out of line, I tell, hey, first of all, I don't yell, but I really don't have to. Even when my kids are little, you just give them that good old look, they're gonna start crying.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
because I already set boundaries in
At a young
place
age. At a young
at a
age.
young age. At a
Yeah.
young age, before it even got to the point where that little boy is at, and you put
Absolutely.
a boundary in place and you let them know so they'll understand. So just out of respect, they know that I know I'm upset, I know I'm mad, but I want to approach them like that. And even with me and my mom, like I was raised by my grandmother, but I still have a respect for my mother as well. So even when I didn't agree with her with some stuff or felt strongly about some stuff that I felt like I was right on, or I felt like she shouldn't have been speaking on, or whatever the case may be, I still was
Mm-hmm.
very respectful,
Yeah.
and it's just the way you can be heard. And this the same type of stuff you learn how to deal with your parents and how to express your emotion. That's the same stuff you bring to relationships. I tell people that shit all the time. So if I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at somebody and they talk crazy and reckless and shit to their mom and stuff like that, especially if they mom raised them, I already know our relationship gonna go south. Because this
Yeah.
is a person that really brought you up and took care of you, and this is how you expect. And when you get upset or you get real comfortable with me, you're gonna treat me the same way. So,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't too late for that little boy. And he's up there, but
Yeah.
he needs to start. He's gonna need some outside help because he already set the path for him. This is how he
Yeah.
always gonna start, and that's a drastic, a radical change happens, and then you might have to start saying, pop him in his mouth. So
Mm-hmm.
right now that this ain't it, and let her understand that hey, you ain't gonna be talking to me like this because it's gonna escalate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the
Oh,
thing. That that's how a lot of parents do get caught up and end up going to jail
Mm-hmm.
because they can't
Yeah.
it's the whole disrespect factor. And part of this, and I'm gonna get this over to Giselle, but part of this too is, this is why these kids disrespect adults, period.
period. Yes, ma'am.
Because they're
Yep.
not
They're
getting
expecting
that
their
proper
mama.
home training at home to start with. That training starts at home, and it technically starts at a young age. I have to agree with you, Glenn, as far as my child. I can really, and my son is 13. I can count on one hand how many times I had to get on him. One hand. But we started early. We're not doing this. That's not how you go. That's not, you know what I'm saying? And we automatically started with yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I wish you would say anything else. It ain't no yeah, uh-huh, yeah, it ain't even yes. It's yes, ma'am, yes, sir. I said, I'm 41 years old, and to my elders, I still say, and sometimes it ain't even my elders. I'll just be like, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, to just generally anyone.
Regardless.
You know what I'm saying? But yet alone, somebody that's older than me, yeah, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
And parents need to start teaching their children that. I took over, and Giselle, I'm sorry, I'm long-winded, but this third grade class that I took over last year, I had them kids, baby, let me tell you, all that yeah and yeah. Who? Huh? By the time I got that, I had that whole class saying, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I even had a couple of parents when I did parent-teacher conference. They was like, I ain't never heard him come home talking about, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. She's like, it shocked me. I was like, but this is what we need to be teaching these children to do and say. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Be polite. Know how you supposed to talk to an adult. And the main key one is stay out of adults' business.
Yes. Glory.
We are not teaching our children this. This is why our kids is walking around talking about your mom and daddy's business. My mom and them, daddy just went to jail the other day because he hit my mama in the throat, and your child shouldn't even know that happened.
Yep.
Your child should not know none of that. None of that at all, unless it's something that is affecting them. And even in that, get them some counseling. That way they don't have to continue to be involved in that. Whatever it is, but I'm going to stop talking. Giselle, real quick before you go, Giselle, Kimberly Jackson said, I'm not a parent. I hate this happened, but no one should destroy another person's property or self-harm, whether it's a single parent or both parents are home. He's got to know the expectations for the home.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you, Kimberly. I totally agree with
too.
you.
And mama needs to set the expectations for home.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Giselle.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, because I'm trying to tell you, like right now, like he would not have been talking or breathing after you. When he yelled and he was like, yeah, like he, you know what I mean? Like there would have been no more of the conversation after that.
Yeah,
I
get it. Yeah,
like none of that. And after he came to, then maybe we could have resumed this conversation, because we're not, we're not, we're not going to do that.
We not.
Toy, I'm in the same boat with you. Well, my baby, he turns 13 next week.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got a 6', 12-year-old.
We know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so he almost don't say nothing, Glenn, because I don't ain't for the shit today, okay?
He told we told you she told.
He kind of like, right here. Yeah. And so I'm like, and I can tell, and I told him, I said, I'm waiting for the day, because I know in my shanana, I know he gonna try it one good time. And I'm ready. I'm ready to two-piece that nigga so bad. Like I've been looking forward to it. I'm itching for it. But but when I tell you I have the most respectful child though, and he is a helper, and you're right, that yes ma'am, no ma'am, that's mandatory. If he see you, he gonna open the door for you. I don't pump no gas when I'm with my son. He don't even let me do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's these things.
Train up a child in the way
that he should go. And hallelujah. They will not depart from it. Hey,
right.
Oh, hallelujah.
But see, these things right here. Yeah, but see, and then this right here, it festers into school, right? And then the kids is acting crazy at school. And then they calling the mama at the schoolhouse, from the schoolhouse. And then mama gonna sit there and lie and say, well, I don't know what's wrong because he don't act this way at home. Nigga, yes, he do. That's why you can't offer no solutions.
Right.
Back right. So I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like another big miss is right now, like, and I'm not trying to knock anyone having children young, situations happen, whatever. But right now we have so many kids, like raising kids.
Yeah.
We didn't have like an example as far as like parenting and things like that. So everything is just kind of going all over. This gentle parenting to me is for the birds.
Yeah.
But that's not it's not how I was raised, you know.
And I don't
I
raise
didn't
my
even really
household like
have
that.
the opportunity to express myself
Mhm.
at all. It was me saying how I felt and somebody else telling me what I should have done. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I do open up that space for my child to come talk to me.
Yeah.
But as Dana said, it's a way to express how you feel.
How you
You're not
feel.
going to come popping heads and, you know, all of this anger, whatever it is that you're feeling. I need you to calm that down, and then we can come
Period.
back and we can talk about it. We can definitely talk about it. I'll
Yeah.
always make sure that he's heard. Don't mean I'm finna adjust, but I'll make sure that you are heard and I will acknowledge how you feel. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. But like I said, as far as that little monster in that video right there, no, I shouldn't even call him that because that's his mama's fault. That little boy in that video, all of that is a learned behavior. And it's nothing
Mhm.
that has been corrected and it's been accepted.
Yeah.
And it's obvious because of the dialogue between the two of them. He's
Right.
sitting there hollering and she's sitting here literally having this Yale conversation with how old he might be, what, 7, 8 years
If
old?
ever.
Maybe.
Somewhere around there.
He might
Mhm.
be a short 11. Who knows? But that is just no way that it's just not acceptable. But
Yeah.
apparently that's the way they've been functioning. So he feels like he's entitled to be able to do that.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I think we've all stated our points on this. I have to agree with you all. Anybody else
Right.
want to jump in on something if I show this next video that's similar?
Girl, I'm done.
Now we'll go on to the next.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, y'all get your drinks ready.
Hey. Where am I at? She's sitting right here. I ain't worried about it. Police ain't just right here. So, I don't care.
Well, you're a good mama, cause boy, boy, you got some hard, boy, I ain't tell you, boy, you got some real hard, cause boy, I'm telling you, boy, my mama, fuck that, I'm gonna take that road. I will take that motherfucker down. Roll, bro, what? I see my nigga. Yeah. Hey, I just had a long rest while I used to try to fuck you. You know I feel like I was back in the day. How the hell you want? What you gonna do about your mother? Oh, that has a B6. Come on, real. She carrying her too bad. I'm talking about real bad. Hey, you know what you need to do? You try to goddamn police. Don't take that away from her. Take her ass away. Girl, you better sit your ass down before you be down there. You must not know they killing motherfucker at the counter. See, I don't worry about it. I don't worry about you like that. You tell me. I ain't worried about it. Your ass. You got that right. I'll pick your ass up. Up your head.
I'm so confused. Why?
I just want y'all to know that she brutalized that blue car.
I
Like,
mean,
I
that was
didn't
my
even put the whole video on that. She brutalized that blue car.
Was those her mama's vehicles?
Those were both her mom's vehicles, which when the police showed up, they asked her if both of those were hers, and she said yes. Homegirl must ain't never had no windows replaced before. Just my front window that I had a slight crack in cost me $300 and something. So
Oh yeah, it's expensive.
um
My lord.
So
I'm really not gonna lie, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let y'all take over. But I'm really not gonna lie. I'm going to jail that day. I don't give a damn what's going on. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm going because this is beyond a mental health problem at this point. You need your head beat in, and I'm gonna go ahead and do you that favor, and I'm gonna call the next door neighbor and give them my card and tell them if they let me out, my bond money is on this card. All right, now whoever want to go first.
I just need some clarification because why?
She did it because her mom asked her to clean up, and she didn't want to. Just like that, say the first scenario, except for but that's where that little boy is headed. You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
what happens
exactly.
when you don't put a stop to that shit when they kids, when they little. They
Yeah,
gonna end up growing up and being just like that. Now this little girl, I think that was a little girl, but she on her way to jail because she old enough to go.
I need a minute. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, it seemed like it's probably, and I really can't say that from the video. Like I said, we don't know what the situation is. If we're just strictly talking about the video, then you
Well,
absolutely
okay, hold
right.
on real quick.
You
Hold on
know,
before you
if
finish. Hold on real quick. I do apologize. I didn't put the whole video on there, but when she did get interviewed by the police officer, because he got frustrated, because he was like, why is she doing this? And the mom just said she came out here and did this because I told her to clean up her stuff. And she got mad and she walked outside and started busting the windows. That's the story that the mother told the police officer. Go ahead and continue, Glenn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, going strictly off this video, nothing warrants that, nothing. So I don't even really need that deep of a context because nothing warrants you going to destroy somebody else's property that doesn't belong to you. You know, whether
Mm-hmm.
it was your mom, whether it was a stranger off the street, but even more so, the person that's obviously taking care of you. If you're over there, then that means you're probably under her roof. That means she's probably providing for you. And if she asks you to do something simple and your response is to go outside and bust all the windows, like you got to get out the house. Especially if it's other kids there, because then you become a serious threat to the other children in the house. And now I'm a serious threat to you. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'm gonna want to put my hands on you. You
Yeah.
Right.
know, and
Put
I'm
some
that
paws
parent
on them.
that with my kids, I hadn't had to dish out a lot of whoopings. I just really haven't. My daughter, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never whooped her. But she didn't got some good yellings and some stern looks that was good enough for her to get right. My
Mm-hmm.
son, I've whooped him in his whole life maybe twice. Because I'm like, yeah, your ass can't slide with this. You getting a whooping on this one. But
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking enough stuff that he would think about some shit, and he would literally come tell me like, Dad, I almost did this. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I appreciated that honesty. Sometimes it got on my nerves because he was telling me too much shit all the time. I'm like, man, go and sit down somewhere, god damn it. But like shit like this right here goes back to what we were saying about that lack of respect, probably lack of structure. And probably what happened is mom was probably finally fed up and say, nah, you finna clean this shit up. Now you finna help out around here. Now you about to do this. Now she finally finna try to put her foot down, but they already at this big age and they're like, you can't make me do shit. You know what I'm saying? If you
Mm-hmm.
try to, then this is what I'm gonna do. Then at that point, you faced with a couple of decisions. One, is you gonna let them disrespect you like that? What you gonna do about it? Because it has to be a consequence. Otherwise, it's gonna go even further than your car. Next time they're gonna go upside your damn head. You know what I'm
You talking
saying?
about, like Dana said,
So
sleep with
so
one
for
eye
me in
open.
this situation, I'm probably I want to get physical because I work hard for my shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And like you said, Toy, windows ain't cheap. And she was throwing in that other shit too. So, and you said she vandalized the blue car. So that's two
horribly.
cars. So that
Yeah.
means if you report that, your premium probably gonna go the hell up. She was already staying in some apartments that look like, they ain't the best place to be. So that means money probably already tight in the first place. So now you're putting me further in the hole. Oh no, no, no. We gotta do something about this shit. So I would definitely let the police take her. I'm not bailing you out. You need to understand that your actions have consequences. And the consequences you're gonna have to deal with it. Don't be calling on me to bail you out. I'm sorry, I won't never deal with it again. And yeah, you probably won't after you serve whatever time, whatever community service, whatever fine you got to have. And then on top of that, if I have other kids and it's this point where you just not listen, now it's to the point where you're very, so now we're gonna have to figure something out.
Hmm.
Now I do know in the system a lot of times if you give up a kid, they may other kids too, which I think is stupid. But if you're not able to properly care and this person's a danger, then I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I ain't saying give up on that child, but it's obviously at a point that just probably damn near no return. Cause I ain't
Yeah.
never known nobody to get that mad and vandalize cars and stuff like that and come back and kumbaya and
That's
be on good terms. The
crazy.
fuck?
Right. That's crazy.
That's
Well,
just
Miss Pat
it's
Hill
but
said,
it's just like I said, it go.
go ahead. I'm sorry. I think we kind of got a different feedback, but go ahead, Clint. I'm sorry.
Now go ahead. Let's get to the comments. Especially since we back, we official with it now.
Okay, Miss Pat said I have a little slugger bat for her. So Miss Pat said she gonna go ahead and bat her up. That's how she gonna handle it.
Give a couple of skibbity pats upside the head.
Uh huh. And then I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce the first name, so I'm gonna say last name. Johnson said they do act like such at home. I agree. That's why once DHS placed them in homes, they don't do what's needed to get their children back because the kids talk crazy to the adults, fight them, and run away. These parents are tired and
Mm.
realize it's better for them to stay where they
Mm-hmm.
are so that the parents don't end up in jail for trying to discipline and they attack the parents.
Mm-hmm.
It's safer because some will make you want to two piece them, in the words of Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So, Miss Giselle, what you
but
think about them
it's
window?
it's a
Oh, go ahead, Glenn. I'm sorry.
no. Go ahead, Giselle.
No, say what you was gonna say. I want to know.
I do too.
Nah, I was just about to say it's just a sad state that we're in general because you see a lot of cases like this. Remember me telling you that I did do a stint working in mental health, and I was a coordinator for adult and adolescent psychiatric units. And some of these behaviors you used to see, and they try to deem it as a mental issue when truly it's not at all. It's not a mental
Mhm.
issue at all. These kids needed some type of structure in their life. They needed some type of boundaries in their life. They needed some type of guidance in their life. And then above all, they needed to just know that they're looking there cared for. Like some of these kids that were acting just like we seen in this video, we would get inside our facility and they would come in trying to do some of the same stuff. And we would approach it in a certain way and be consistent in our mindset and how it was, but also, still show them love and care, especially when they were doing the right thing or anytime they were doing positive behavior, just amping it up. Even for these big 17-year-olds, we had to do that, just amping it up so they get that gratification, so they see that the attention that you want, and you don't have to go about it in this type of way. It's a way to
Mhm.
deal with this. And almost 10 times out of 10, once we got past that and they actually felt safe where they was at, they actually knew that they were going to be able to do that bullshit they were doing, then we start getting to the real issues, which I rolled all the way back to some past traumas that was never addressed, that never touched on, and that trauma turned to anger, and that anger turned into all of that what we were seeing then. So it could be deeper, but just
Yeah.
at surface level, no matter what it is that you're going through, it still doesn't give you the right to do those things. So it's like y'all said, it It starts from the ground up. It starts at home. It starts from that model behavior. And if they don't have any of that, then these are the results we see to our teachers, to our foster home parents, to
Yeah,
people that's put in a position to try to care for these kids that's considered traumatized or damaged, so to speak. This is the type of behavior that we get, and you have to deal with.
I agree. I
It's
agree with
sad,
that.
but
Yeah, yeah. So, Miss Giselle, what you think?
Please. Look, my little person came in here.
Oh yeah.
Um, I say that I would have been downstairs in that parking lot on some more y'all coins out her ass because we're not finna do that.
Yeah.
But the same
because they
thing
probably
I
got
say,
evicted after that.
I'm sure. I'm sure they got evicted. She probably got evicted. I'm sure that forget an insurance claim because they probably dropped her. I'm sure that all
Mm-hmm.
of those things probably occurred after that. And I'm sure that um there's probably a whole investigation gone. And I mean it was just a whole mess. I'm
Yeah.
sure all of that happened, but I say kind of like with that little boy in the previous video. That didn't just start that day.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's my point.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, that didn't just start that day. Ain't no way.
Hmm.
Ain't no way. Because I was listening to the mom in the video and she was like, I'm not going to jail for nobody. They can just come get it. I wouldn't be surprised if she had tried to put her hands on her mama before.
Right.
Is you okay over
Probably.
there? Because you didn't fall down, did you?
Man, no, this the phone did.
I said, "Dang, you didn't fall, did you, Glenn?"
Like you didn't
Okay.
fall down, did you?
No, not this time.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, because at the age, and I don't know her exact age, but at the age that she looks, chores should have been in place a long time ago. Where that shouldn't even be a
Yeah.
discussion about what you need to clean up. What you think, Dana?
Honey, you I don't do troubled teenagers.
Mm-mm.
I don't do it. You know, my kids is respectable, and I don't know what I would do. I I I don't know what I would do. I would black out. My
I mean,
vehicle.
that's my fear is that I would black out because it's just like that's just something that I don't tolerate.
Yeah.
And I feel like my
My
blood pressure would
my
just go through the
child
roof.
my child doing this to my stuff.
Jesus, Lord, you're gonna
I
have
would
to.
have no understanding. I can't even really comment because I'd be dumb, like dumb. I wouldn't have no understanding to or no type of nothing towards her mental needs at that point.
Yeah,
They would go completely out the window. I would forget that that was my child, and I
yeah.
would beat the brakes off of that child. I would beat her.
So I said
I
I was
would
going
beat
to
her like
jail.
she should have got beat years ago. You
Mm.
know, I really can't even comment on it because it got me like, damn, wow.
Yeah.
Her
And I
mama's
mean, just
crying
kept chucking, like,
and talking shit and
oh,
not
Yeah. I don't care.
Lord,
I don't care. I don't care.
I didn't
right.
have no understanding. Like you think you that bold, you that motherfucking bold to pick up some pavement and throw it at my car. Oh girl, no. I can't even comment, right, friend? It would be some more than furniture moving. I'd pick up another motherfucking beetle with it. Bitch, you come here, beat the shit. I don't got no understanding of that. I don't understand that.
I think
Um,
what throws me about that whole thing, right? Mom just stood right there on the balcony or wherever she was and watched her do it.
like
Like
that
she
is
didn't
her.
go down there, try to drag the little the little girl down the street, up the sidewalk, up the stairs, like nothing. Like she just
Nothing.
stood there and
Must have fought before.
what? But that's what I was finna say, and it almost gives me. I'm scared of her.
Yeah. Yeah. And that at that point, where did you go wrong as a parent to get to that point?
Because so I don't know if you noticed this, but you ever notice, because I know y'all know some little bad kids. I know you do. I know y'all
Mhm.
do. You ever notice them little children? They're the same little children that when they be doing stuff when they real little, that's out of order, and mom and them be laughing.
Mm.
Oh, this is cute, you know.
Yeah.
And then they get older,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't cute no more.
It ain't cute no more. You need
Because
to stop.
it was cute when it was towards everybody else. But then when it flipped back to you, it wasn't cute no more.
Ain't cute.
But now stuff is out of hand and you don't know how to correct it.
And it be them
So now-
grandparents. It be them grandparents letting these kids get away with murder. Oh, because my mama used to do that with Caden. And I used to be like, no, mama, he is wrong for that. And I'm supposed to I'm supposed to tap his little booty for that because he's wrong for doing that. And girl, leave him alone. Him just a baby.
That's a grandma girl.
You can't whoop him
But
for
they be getting it. But
everything.
that's why they the way they are. Because them grandma, please. Grandma be like, don't be whooping on that baby.
I ain't letting you do it. I ain't gonna let you do it. You ain't doing it to Sister Lindley. All she doing is repaying you for all that nights of worrying and all that bullshit you putting her through. Yeah, she gonna pump them full of Mountain Dew and Red Bulls and Snickers and pixie sticks and send his
And
ass right
send 'em
back to
all
you.
right
That's
back.
payback. That's called being a grandma. I ain't gonna let you do. I got your back, mama. I got your
He
back.
said, you ain't gonna do that to Sister Lindley.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Most
No,
will do
ma'am.
that though. She
Caden ain't
take up for
nothing like
Caden.
that.
She
Caden
sure
ain't
would.
nothing like that. Period. I don't care what she let him get away with it. Stop it. Caden ain't nothing like that.
No, he
Nothing.
not. He got a good raising, that's for sure. He got a good raising. But I can't remember who said this earlier, but a lot I think it was Giselle, but a lot of it does come from the fact that we got children raising children at this point. And when you have children raising children, a lot of times it's apparent that the children don't have a guidance in the household. And a lot of times it does come from single households. It's a lot of single households compared to married households. Let's just be honest about that. But you do have a lot of single homes that do know how to hold down their home and don't allow their children to be disrespectful or do those type of things. So yeah, I just feel like Glenn said, when you take it that far where you're damaging property, and especially property that you don't even have money to recover from your damn self, that's a problem. And I think I have to agree with you, Glenn. I think at that point you need to find an uncle to go stay with because you probably no longer welcome in my house at that point.
Yeah.
Mama still love you because I brought you on this earth, but to keep you from getting off this earth, I need to send you somewhere else because I will take you off this earth just like I brought you here.
Yeah, it'll take some serious intervention to get things back on a certain path after behaviors like that. You know what I mean? Because we've seen instances where these kids they get to the point they get so upset and mad they kill their parents.
Yeah.
You know, how many times have we read on the news? Parent wouldn't buy video game, wouldn't buy Beats headphones, wouldn't buy these particular pair of shoes, and the kid literally killed them. Now it's crazy. Now most of the time it ain't us,
Yeah.
but in some cases it's been us. You know, and it's
Yeah.
like wow, and it makes me think like never in my life at any point when I was a kid, as mad as I've been, as fucked up as I felt like my grandma and them didn't have me. I never, ever, ever thought about putting my hands on them, causing physical harm to them,
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
At most, we was like, shit, we finna run away. You know,
That
we got
part.
our little runaway plan
That
together,
part.
and just like, you know what, we gonna eat this sandwich and watch
Right.
these goddamn cartoons, and we're gonna try again
Get my
tomorrow.
sleeping
You know what I'm
bag.
saying? We gonna try this again tomorrow, and all this forgiven, but it's scary. So that's why I say we have to take certain precautions because some people could be like, oh man, just sitting over here, blah blah, it's gonna be okay. No, some of these kids are that resentful, that spiteful that they will come back and kill you because
Yeah,
they feel like it may be your fault. That's why I say in that situation, it's gonna take a serious intervention. When I say a serious intervention, it's gonna take a mutual person, like you said, maybe an uncle, someone who loves both of them and knows both of them, to be a pinpoint person. But it's also going to take professional help
it does.
to
I was getting ready to
really,
get into that too.
yep,
Counseling,
yep,
family counseling, even if you had to separate and do counseling, mom do counseling, the child do counseling, and then come together and do counseling. But that situation really sounds like it needs some counseling going on because it sounds like
hmm,
it's some serious damage and like years of damage.
yep. And
Listen,
then I guarantee you, in that session, after all is said and done, once they address the anger and all this type of stuff, they're gonna actually find whatever the root of the problem is.
oh,
You
what
know,
it is? There ain't a man in the house, and
yeah.
neither
That's
Well, I
part of
mean,
it.
and it could have been a man was in
That's
the
part of
house
it.
once before molesting that little girl. Who knows? And it
Yeah.
turned to anger. So it could be crazy shit like that. Case in point, it's a series on Netflix right now called Monsters. Right?
Mm,
And this family was a dumb, stupid, rich family living in
hmm.
Beverly Hills, had all that they could want and desire. But the dad was raping his sons consistently for like 12 years old until they became like, I mean, until they were like 12 years old and started, of
that's
course,
based
getting
on a true
more
story, ain't it?
fight back and all that type of stuff. So then the older brother was doing it to the younger brother because the dad was doing it to him. So they all just messing around with each other. And finally, the brothers got together and killed the dad and the mom. Killed the mom because the mom knew what was happening and let it go on and made excuses for the dad. Killed the dad because the dad was obviously perpetrating on them and it caused such a deep trauma. Although he felt like they should love and adore him because he's giving his life of riches and stuff. They killed him. It's on Netflix right now. It's a true story.
Monster.
Yep,
Yeah, because I
monsters.
seen the guy on the witness stand that was testifying about it.
Yep, the
He said
Menendez
he ate
brothers.
lemons a lot to cover up the semen taste in his mouth.
Yep.
What?
He used to drench his food in lemons to
What?
cover up the semen taste in his mouth.
Oh,
But I always throw, yeah, man.
Yeah. It's some sick shit. Honestly,
Woo!
I probably can't
mm,
bring myself to watch it because I could. Some of those I'm a documentary fan. I
I'm
love
going to watch it.
documentary. I love
Right.
stuff like that.
Ditto.
But some stuff I can't watch. Just like that case with the little boy when the parents abused and killed him. I just can't watch it. It
What's
would mess me
that?
up. Yeah, it was like the something Fernandez case. But the one I'm talking about now is the monster with the brothers, and that's
Yeah,
what
I'm
was
gonna go watch
happening.
that as soon as I finish with this. I'm going to watch that.
I'll
Mhm.
do that because they were talking about like, dang, why would they do that? They had everything. Oh, you have no idea what was happening behind those closed doors. So they were
Sickening.
seen as rambunctious, wild little boys or wild boys, but that's because shit, they getting fucked literally until they were 12 years old by their dad, and then start messing with each other. So it is wild. So that's why I said some of those radical behaviors is always something at the root. And I think
People
we
are
as human
sick.
beings, a lot of times we get so caught up in cutting down the branches instead of getting to the root of the tree. You get to the root, you're gonna kill it off. You cut a
Yeah.
branch off, guess what? Another branch gonna grow back. That's another problem that you're fighting, that you're trying to deal with. You have to get to whatever the root of the problem is, so you kill it off. But you know what? That takes work because the root is underground. You can't see it most of the time. You got to dig. It's deeper than what you thought it was. So you have to
Hmm.
really dig deep down in there. You have to really put your gloves on. You have to really work at it till you get it and get it up and get address the problem as a whole and get it gone. And a lot of times that takes being honest with yourself too, because it's
Mm-hmm.
probably some stuff that you could have done or should have done that could have changed the outcome of the situation. And that's a whole
Hmm.
different level of honesty with being honest with yourself that a lot of people
Yeah.
are not ready to face. So then sometimes we get the byproducts of kids acting this way or you having certain behaviors and trying to chop it up as this is just who I am. No, motherfucker, you got an issue.
Yeah,
You
you
need to
supposed
address that shit. This is not
Yeah.
just who you is. This is a problem. You need
Yeah.
help. Motherfucker, get help.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
I'm not the person that's gonna sit here and say, well, that's just how the fuck they is. No.
Yeah.
That's just how you is. If you ain't
I'm
trying
so
to be
glad
better
you said
around
that.
me, then be like that over the fuck there.
Over there.
Away from me.
Yeah. For real.
You
For
know?
real. And the thing is, there's help out there. You got to be willing to do it. Put your pride aside. Put your
Yeah.
pride aside and go get some help. It's
Yeah.
okay to go talk to somebody. It is. And you need to talk to a stranger. That way you don't feel judged.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that
You know
part.
what I'm saying? But go sit down and talk to somebody. If you having family issues, especially and I know this is a tiny bit off the subject, but especially people that are dealing with not having a relationship with their parents.
Hmm.
That part.
Go fix that, man. Go fix that. Y'all go get some counseling, find out what the root of the problem is, get over it, forgive each other, and move on. Because when your parents go down in that ground, baby, that's it.
That's it.
Ain't no coming back from that. That is it. It is over with. You ain't gonna be able to call them no more, go see them no more, reach out to them. It's over with. Go mend these issues with your family members. I just mainly suggest those that are close to you that you know are relevant in your life. If you need help, go get counseling. It's there. It's there for you. Giselle, you got something else you want to say before we go?
Mm-mm.
All right, we just gonna keep you out of jail.
Yeah, that was to stay out of jail. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dana,
I'm good with
Glenn.
me.
I'll say this, especially after all the videos that we talked about. Um, Sometimes if you yourself can't get through to your child or someone that you know and you love and care about, don't be so prideful that you won't allow someone else to step in and help. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes it's better coming from somebody else. And I had
Yeah.
to learn that even dealing
Yeah.
with my little brother who is much like a son to me, honestly. He's only a few years apart from my son.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I had to learn that because there's some stuff that I could tell him that I could do. And you like, damn, why wouldn't he listen and take that in? Although I'm trying to set it up for him, make it easy. He just need to hear from other folks. He needed
Yeah.
other people to shine light on it. He needed me to step away. He needed me to let him fall on his face.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
needed me to do that. And sometimes when you look at someone like your son or as a parent, you don't want to see your child fall on their face.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's hard to sit back and do, but it's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely necessary sometimes. So when they fall, they can learn how to pick themselves up.
Yeah.
And some of the lessons that you taught them
Sir.
will actually sink and soak in because they're like, damn, man, mama told me, Dana told
Mm-hmm.
me
Mm-hmm.
that this is what it was, and then it'll start to sink in. Then they could start to understand more.
Yeah. We
So,
need to get back to being a village for our
mhm.
children. It's crazy how back in the day, and I'm not saying that children didn't die back in the day, but you rarely heard of a child dying from somebody raping them or just being killed, period, by an adult or maybe another child. You just didn't really hear that growing up as a kid your own self. I felt like the elderly back then kind of protected us more as children versus nowadays. It's like nowadays these kids are not safe at all, you know. And so I have to agree with you, Glenn. I honestly believe though we need to get back to being a village for our children. It's not necessarily being a village in a negative way. We don't have to beat on them, but
Mhm.
just being there. When
Yeah,
another parent, like Glenn said, when another parent can't control their child, step in, like, hey, listen, now come on over here, let's talk,
yeah,
you know, and just kind of taking over a situation so that that parent can get, you know, get off the hook a little bit and say, because like Glenn said, sometimes hearing it from someone else helps. It really does. So
yeah. Sometimes it does. It really do.
yeah. So well, take heed to what we said tonight. We thank everybody for joining in with us. Everybody that did join in with us, we greatly appreciate you. And those of you that commented, we greatly appreciate you as well. I did say I was going to go back to Amari comment real quick, and she said this was to Dana's then she said, I would rather be married to someone that is ugly and adore me. Shout out to baby joke. You fine. You better shout out your boo, honey. You better shout him out. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What they
Well,
this bald head be driving them crazy, cuz.
ain't nothing wrong with that. I love it though. All right. Well, thank you all once again for tuning in with us. Once again, feel free to share our videos if you like. Feel free to comment on what you feel that we talked about on tonight or any other night. Don't forget to go to our page, Straight to the Point OKC, and like our page. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Giselle. Love y'all dearly. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see y'all next Wednesday. God bless each and every one of y'all. And don't forget to continue to pray for Florida. All right.
All right, now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.